L07cd1track37.
What do you think of $140 million being spent for a single painting?
Oh, you mean the Jackson Pollock painting? I don't think it's that much for a waste of money. There's only one of those paintings, so it's a piece of history, and if you get to own that, then that's quite cool. Wouldn't you like to have that hanging on your wall?
I would for the for the worth of it. That's true, and it's attractive to look at. But I just feel, for instance, a Picasso is you can see the skill and the paintwork, but I just feel it's a dribble that a child could produce.
Oh, really?
Oh, well.
Yeah. Well, compared to, say, spending money on sending a man to the moon, it's not as worthwhile as that. I think sending a man to the moon and spending $2.2 billion on it would be.
Yes, I can see that has got some meaning for man, and with the problems we have on this planet, such as starvation and shortages of water and mounting debt, we have to look at alternative ways of housing all the people. So I can see the justification of that compared to spending so much for a single painting. From that point of view, it's worth it.
Okay. Well, sticking with science, what about the Hadron Collider?
Oh, yes. Well, with that one, I think it's looking like the world's biggest waste of money. Don't you agree? Because
I do agree there, yeah.
There's still big questions, and there's been so much go wrong with it, and it's such a 4 to 6 billion is such a vast amount. And is it 4 to 6 billion?
4.6 billion.
Oh, it's such a vast amount of money. And what would we do if we did find out how the Earth actually came to being?
Yeah, I think there's too much risk that it's not going to work at all.
What have you ever tasted an expensive sandwich made with wagyu beef?
No, I think that's crazy. I think that £5 for a sandwich is too much, and $85 is just ridiculous. The relationship between the taste and the cost can't.
Did you realise that every day they fly it from Chile to Heathrow at 5:30 in the morning? What an expense to the carbon footprint.
Oh yeah, that's a waste of money and of carbon.
And it's also full of fat, apparently. I can't see how people want to spend that amount of money. And it's just like caviar. It's just a food for the rich. And there's so many people going short of food. It just seems almost unjustifiable. I don't know how people could pay that amount.
Yeah, I think it's crazy.